Hello there. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the law of attraction. So we all know the law of attraction is all about focusing on the law of attracting what it is you want. And of course it is a law. But there are lots of people that utilize it in the wrong way. So why do I say that? Well, it's purely because most people may have seen the film The Secret. And for sure, Bob Proctor was in the film The Secret. That's many, many years ago. But what happened was, I suppose that created a focus on the law of attraction, and people started to adapt it and utilize it in many, many different ways. But there's one thing for sure that happened afterwards, and that is where it didn't happen for anybody. So they were utilizing it in the way they thought they should, but they didn't get the results that they thought they were going to get. So they adapted the law of attraction, but they didn't attract what it is they wanted. And the reason for that was because, well, there's a couple of reasons. We're going to talk about two reasons why it didn't happen. The first one is where people tend to give up, so they don't persist. So it's called the old paradigms. You know, the old paradigms kick in, and when something doesn't happen quick enough, well, then you go, do you know what, it doesn't work. And you walk away and you leave it. The second reason is it's like pushing a rock up a mountain. You know, it's almost like the fear factor. You actually create the blockage before it even happens. So then it's never going to happen. And you almost stop it before it's going to happen. So you got to remember that, first of all, when it comes to the law of attraction, that you've got to believe in it. That's the first aspect. You've got to believe that it's going to happen and believe that it's going to follow through with what it is you want. So if you want to do something, I suppose you tend to have to think about that on a regular basis. But you find that when people start to utilize the law of attraction, so let's say for argument's sake they wanted a car. Well, they might say on Monday they start dreaming about the car and they start saying, look, the law of attraction is going to work. Hi Lena, yes, you're right, Persistence, Think and Grow Rich book, for sure. It's all about allowing yourself to think and grow rich. The same as the law of attraction. You're thinking about it and adapting and allow it to come to you. And as I said, it's a bit like a car. You decide that you want to attract the car of your dreams, or you want to attract the woman or man of your dreams. You want to attract the house of your dreams. Well, you've got to live it, see it, taste it, touch it, feel it. You know, you've got to adapt everything around you. But it's no good just doing it for 5 minutes in the day. You've got to start, realizing that you've got to do it many times. Why? Because you're starting to think about it regularly and you're starting to adapt it regularly. And this is the very same for goals in your business or goals in your personal or professional life. Whichever aspect you want, you've got to utilize the law of attraction in the proper ways. And as I said, if you don't, then two ways are going to affect you. One being where pushing that rock up the hill, you're fighting against it. And the other is self-doubt. You doubt that it's going to happen and you give up.